I think I finally figured out why all of us get disappointed at the beginning of life, and especially in your journey of self-development. It's because we play life like as if it's a chess, when it was never a chess, it was a poker game. Because chess is too honest, it's too fair, it has rules, it has sets of ways of moving that will guarantee the success. But in poker, that's not the case. You're working with uncertainty, you're working with unknown. And also on top of that, it's not fair. You don't know if people are gonna deceive you, you don't know if there's gonna be cheating, and you are not fully in control of the game. We've seen over and over again so many kids going through hardship, especially from very young age, and you think, isn't that unfair that these innocent kids who done absolutely nothing are going through those things? Or we've seen all the time how kindest people get treated with disrespect. Just because you're pure-hearted and hardworking, it doesn't guarantee the success that you want. And in real life, there's timing involved, luck, social authorities, perspective, power dynamics, and all of those things included. If you're trying to live a life as if it's a chess game, you're automatically losing it. Just because you're doing right things doesn't mean you're gonna get the right outcomes. In poker, you don't see other people's cards, and it's the same as in real life, because you actually don't know what other people's intentions are. And in poker, there's always bluffing. And in real life, as you probably already went through, there's deception, there's manipulation, there's a power dynamic, there's a truth mixed with a lie, there's a performance, and you can't do anything about it. And you always uncertain which person might have those traits. Even though I know a lot of people who went through probably manipulation or different bad events can determine and see the patterns in people's behavior. However, you are never gonna be 100% sure. Also in poker, even if you have a good hand, there is still a possibility of you losing. And it's the same as in real life. And in the book, Thinking in Bets, it's perfectly described. For example, if you're driving without drinking, it doesn't guarantee that you're not gonna get into an accident. And person who drank driving, just because they didn't get into an accident doesn't mean that they did not have risk of getting into an accident. And I know that at the bottom population, kindness seems as weakness, but I don't truly believe that being kind or nice is a weakness on its own, but being unprepared for reality is. Most of the nice people, the mistake they make is that they think, oh, if I'm honest, then I'm safe. Or people will care if I have a good intentions, or I'm having a hardship. The reality is people don't care. Not because they're evil, it's just that's how we are made. We are made very selfish. This is a couple of lessons that I've learned in life. First, you have to learn how to move with uncertainty. You just have to make one step at a time and keep learning and keep moving forward, because you standing will not give you the answers that you want. There's always incomplete information, and there's always not enough facts. Second, judge patterns, not words. Most of us make mistakes thinking that, oh, I'm gonna just take your word for it and I'm gonna trust you, which shouldn't be the case. The trust shouldn't be given to people very easily. You should see the pattern behaviors. How is this person behaving? For example, if you have a friend who constantly says, but I'm always want the best for you, and then their behavior completely contradicts what they're saying, you better shut friend off. People in your life who are not helping you, you would rather get rid of them and keep moving forwards. Third, take your hand. Not everybody needs to know all about you. Not everybody has to know exact advantages that you have. Not everybody should know your skill set. People underestimating you is actually a good thing, because they will actually never know what you're planning, what you're cooking at the back door, you know what I mean? So unexpected moves are always better than expected moves, right? Take your hand. Make sure nobody fully knows your story. There are some people who be like, oh my god, I share my secrets with my best friend. Well, don't. They're secrets for a reason. You just take those things, shout down the rag, and that's it. You don't remember it. You go and actively telling other people that your deep secrets, you automatically putting yourself in disadvantage mode. Because your friend could be your enemy the literally next second. The moment the person knows your weaknesses, you become easy target. Fourth, think in probabilities. We need to be asking ourselves, is this situation or is this scenario gonna benefit me or actually cause more problems? Being kind and being respectful is always most important things in life. I think respect and kindness will get you far in life. However, not naivety. Your kindness should be these selected people. Only certain people need to have access to you. Another thing I've learned in life is that, interestingly enough, just because you made the good decisions doesn't mean you make good outcomes, or just because somebody won doesn't mean they made right decisions. What I observed is that the only results will tell you if that decision was good or bad. Only what determines, oh, this was a great decision for me to make, will be the outcome, emotional control. And a lot of people will try to use your emotions against you. If you can control your emotions very well in most hard situations, because sometimes certain situations will want to some people, but if we keep our emotions in control, we are in control of the situation. Boundaries. The moment you put boundaries with people, watch the flies that were just flies in your life just skedaddle out of your life, because people who do not respect you will not respect the fact that you have boundaries. Next one is social awareness. Like I said, a lot of things has to do with psychology. You need to get good with pattern recognition when it comes to people and determine if the people are worth hanging out or worth even investing your time in or not. Competence. Get good in certain things. Always have skills that you will always be respected by other people for. Even if you're not liked, you will still be respected for the skills that you have. Self-forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for making mistakes. You need to forgive yourself for making wrong decisions. You need to be so self-forgiving that you're so confident in yourself because I made this mistake, I forgive myself, and that's it. You move on and thank you next. I don't think you should become heartless, but you should become really hard to fool. And on that note, that's it.